This is your average experience fighting these bosses. And this is my experience fighting the same bosses. You notice any difference? One might say that the other bosses are a bit wacky. Okay, what the hell? I get it. You didn't need to shoot me over that stupid pun. Jeez, let's just get on to the world. But in order to start things off, I'm gonna need a human to be my scapegoat for all the bullshit that the bosses will throw towards me. To me, Wick the Wack as he goes into... Nice job with the name, you goddamn monkey. Anyway, this is a medium-sized master mode corruption world. So as I spawned into this world, I noticed a big-ass tree next to me. At first, I was confused on what the hell that tree was. But then I remembered I saw the rematch mod. Could you tell that I never used this mod before? But I'll deal with that tree later, cause first I gotta conquer the spawn lands by chopping down the trees, and then use Fargo's mutant mod Insta House to auto-create prison cells for me, cause I'm a lazy motherfucker. And as I was chopping down the trees, a Vietnamese lumberjack ambushed me from the trees, which totally did not scare the shit out of me, and I definitely did not enslave this guy to fight slimes for me inside a hole. And while he's doing that, I head down to the brand new living tree, and I gotta say, I really like the atmosphere down here, but I don't like getting my knees shanked by the goddamn gnomes. But other than that, this is the loot that I got here, with these two being important to me. You see, Wick has a crippling mana addiction, and rather than going to a therapist for help, he would rather kill everyone who gets in between him and his mana potions with a wooden stick, and when he runs out of mana, he would just stab him with a spear instead. So I head out to explore the world, and I stumble across this big ass pyramid. And of course, I gotta raid this place for the free loot. I mean, it's not like there's anyone here to defend the loot. They're all dead. Oh, I guess they took the phrase "over my dead body" quite literally. And those greedy bastards even locked their chest down there. How the hell am I supposed to unlock them? I tried looking for the key on a recipe browser, and the dead pharaoh killed me to take his money back. I head back down there with a bed and Insta House to raid the underground desert. The reason why is because I want to upgrade my weapons to the desert variant because I never used them before. Once I got down there, I found a strange looking pot, so I broke it and it dropped a pyramid key. So I started heading back to the pyramid to unlock the chest, and this nice little fella helped me out by killing me. I then unlocked the chest and found a flying carpet waiting for me. With the potential to loot the pyramid and the underground desert, I headed back down there to continue my crusade. Oh, you think I'm the one that's gonna do the crusade? Like I learned my lesson from the last time I was down here. These fuckers are ruthless. But hey, I managed to find enough keys to gather all this loot and found 2 life crystals. I then used the newly obtained magic conch to loot the ocean chest. However, what I didn't expect is the mod to rework the bland and boring ocean biomes in vanilla to the cool looking ones here. So I held my breath as I looted all the chests and life crystals across the 2 ocean caves. And then I found my one and only corruption biome. So I decided to go down to corruption to blow up an orb. But what I didn't expect is the mod to rework the underground corruption. There are so many demonite here. It would be a shame if someone blew them all up, which totally did not distract me from blowing up the orbs. And then I found a big empty arena for the Edo Roads, but I'll deal with them later. First, I need to grab all these light crystals here. And then I found the glowing mushroom biome. You know, that one biome that had these mushrooms that's dangerous to eat since they're poisonous. I sure hope some dumbass doesn't mix them in with the drinks. And then I found this weird looking gem cave with a pylon that gives you a mining buff. Not only that, but there's also a crimson biome here. However, I won't be fighting the brain since being in the presence of a giga brain will make my monkey brain fight itself, and I need to keep this little noggin for the entire playthrough. In order for me to prepare for future boss fights, I constructed a simple arena for them. But I'm not quite ready to fight them off, so I need to first max out my life and mana. But my monkey brain reminded me that I didn't blow up the shadow orbs earlier, so I went back down there. I didn't blow up 5 of them until I got the band of star power and fire thorn. However, you may notice that 5 is more than 3 orbs needed to spawn in the Edo worlds. But the thing is, he never even spawned in. I guess he noticed my badass aura that I got from not taking a shower in a month and ran away from me. Now, the only thing that I'm missing for the creepy stalker is the jungle armor. So I ran towards the jungle and stumbled across a well. So I went down there thinking that would lead me to the underground jungle. And instead, it led me to this unique looking structure. So I set my spawn point down here and continue on. So I explored around for this place for a bit and found nothing but extractinator and surface level loot. And then it hit me. This place is absolute dog shit and not unique to the jungle at all. Just the exact same structure in the ice biome. So then I dig down to find the rematch version of the underground jungle. And let me just say something, this place is visually nice to look at, but goddamn, it's a pain and a half to navigate through this place compared to vanilla. I mean, there's no natural path, so I have to dig around this place randomly like a blind mole. Not only that, but it seems like chest loot down here is rare. But what isn't rare is the preferred eyeball that got caught stalking me. So I guess it's time to deal with him. I generally forgot about the mods I had for itself for a second. I was like, what the fuck does that thing get around him? Oh fuck. We're already here. I pulled up the wrong item. Alright, Curse Inferno. Yay. Bitch, this ain't over yet. Okay, don't get hit, you idiot. Yeah, that went perfectly as planned and nothing terribly went wrong at all. But I should probably explain what's going on while I get the rest of my jungle armor. So what I did is I spun the wheel 3 times to see what boss mod I should add. So why did I spin the wheel 3 times? It's quite simple really. It's because that's how many times Mythos has taken my charged fist straight towards his face on Eclipse difficulty and Risk of Rain 2. But why did I specifically choose boss mods only? It is not quite simple really. You see, there's an earlier video that I was working on where I made Dorium extremely annoying. That video was supposed to be for ways for us to celebrate the success of the last video. Thanks for the insane success of the last video, by the way. But the thing was that drive where the project was sitting on died, making me lose all of that work. So I made a community post about it and I let y'all vote on the categories for the mods of the next video. And y'all voted on bosses. But you might have noticed that poll was posted a while ago. Let's just say that a few things suck up my time. So fuck you, another fuck you, especially a big old fuck you to your ass. Oh, and don't forget a fuck you to you too. I mean, this is all your fault. Anyway, the first thing that you might have noticed that the eyeball had a green aura. What that aura was the poison aura. Well, being inside of it will give me poison. The second mod will make every boss hit have a 50% chance to inflict a random debuff for a random amount of time. And the final mod makes every boss attack faster with less HP. So when I say attack faster, I mean decreasing the AI timer between phases. So at full HP it will go from a normal speed, and at 0 HP it will be at 3x speed. Anyway, I got enough for the jungle armor and also stumbled across the jungle temple. And I want to get a sneak peek at the new jungle temple, so I hooked my way into the place, but the game said no spoilers as I stab a spear through my body. Now then, cause I'm too lazy to craft a summon to refight him, I decided to pass some time by migrating my chests into magic storage, setting a bed down here, and cramming more NPC housing. But what I don't have to wait for too long is King's time to show up with his weak ass army. So it's time to kick their ass. Now I could show you the full fight, but let's be honest, even with his wacky boss modifiers, there's a simple combo that even King Slime can't do anything about, holding down the A key and left click. So that's exactly what I did to annihilate his ass. So after that easy ass win, I went back to the caves to look for a band of regen to combine with a band of star power. However, remnants make cave chests not spawn in the open, making the chances of me finding the regen band rarer than me finding true love that is in my left hand. No, seriously, I went splunky 3 times and I can count the number of chests on my left hand alone. But maybe being so drunk that you can feel the clouds will be a better option. So I drank a grab potion and flew into the skies. Okay, there's a sky city here. That's goddamn cool. Wait, no, that's not fucking cool at all. I'm gonna have to clear out the skies for a goddamn smooth brain handicapped boss in the future. Thanks, Redmond. But hey, at least I got all my sky loot from here. So now, the only thing I'm missing for boss rush is the guy who steals more money from me than the IRS, the Goblin Tinkerer. But in order to get his ass, I need to lure his friends into a lava pit. So I hunt down the brave ones who dare to step foot on my land and compress them into a piece of cloth. Once I have enough, I made a lava pit for them above the tree to give them no choice but to burn alive. I then watched the dumbasses burn themselves alive and slay the lazy ones that won't burn themselves for me. And now all of his friends are dead, so now it's time to look for that dipshit. You're fucking serious, mate? So you won't give me the evasion when it's 1 in 3 chance, but rather when it's 1 in 30 chance, especially right after I just finished the manually summoned one. Man, I fucking hate this game sometimes. So after killing more of his dumb friends, I found him crying in the mushroom biome alone. But that fucker stopped crying as soon as I started losing all my money to his reforges. This is why he has no fucking friends in the first place. With the brand new upgrades, it's time for a rematch against the perverted eyeball. Let's fucking do this. Oh yeah, I totally did not forget about that. No way, no, whatever. Just die. I'm really hoping that with the bootsy and the jumpy, the vertical shit, I can beat your ass. Come on, slap your eye, slap the eye. Ooh, ooh, you're gonna get me. You're gonna get me. Oh shit, wait. Hey, I clutched it. Fuck off. I didn't want to take some stupid fall damage. I used to. I'd always run out of mana at the worst time possible. And I have an itchy nose. You know, whatever. I'm just gonna take it. Cause you ain't doing that damage to me. Yeah, there's no way I'm escaping this goddamn poison. Once you start dashing, I just gotta live with it. But we're about getting this phase where you're just gonna keep dashing like that. Stay the fuck away from me, you absolute little shit. Like, you have this personal space bubble that you don't want people going inside and bothering you with it, but you keep shoving me down there. Alright, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I got suffocation as well, right? Yeah, suffocation and frostburn. after that victory, I decided to start looking for the Shimmer. But what I didn't expect is the World Gen mod that is known for reworking biomes and structures to rework the Shimmer. Once I got to the Shimmer pools, I used my water walking boots to stand on the Shimmer, except for the fact that I forgot to put it on. But luckily for me, it led me towards a secret area under the Shimmer. But what was waiting for me was a book that dealt a lot of damage towards me. Once I dealt with his ass, I then shimmer my light crystal, mana crystal, and grapefruit. But the enchanter enemy didn't like my shimmer selections and shimmered my dead body back into the base. Once I returned, I found a chest with meh loot and died again, which tells me that I probably shouldn't be here yet. At this point, I decided that before I continue the run, I should probably buff the poison damage. That seems good enough, I think. I don't know. There's only one way to find out, and that's by fighting the big old worm. So I started placing platforms everywhere in the arena around the big old shadow orb. I also placed the arena buffs in the big old shadow orb. Speaking of, it's time to destroy the Eater of Worlds balls to get his ass over here. Okay, I guess he doesn't give a fuck about his balls. How about I cheat him some worm food to bait his ass over here? Okay, what the fuck is going on here? Why the hell is he not spawning yet? It must be one of the mods that's fucking it up. Time to spend the next few minutes to figure out what mod is causing the problem, which also broke my map in the process. And, to no one's surprise, it was my mod that fucked it up. To be more specific, it's the boss attack faster with less HP mod, which means it's time to spend the next half hour to figure out what the fuck's wrong with the code, other than the fact that it was written by a monkey. And if you're curious on what the issue was, it was the math to figure out how much speed to give the Eater Row based on all of his components HP was giving me negative infinity. I don't know how the fuck that happened, but it's fixed now. So after that mistake, I tried to fight him in my arena, but he proved to me that his poison is way too much to deal with. Not only that, but Lady Luck wasn't on my side as getting hit gave me the worst debuffs for this fight. Realizing that this fight's gonna take a while, I decided to cheat in some worm food to make things easier for myself. And trust me, I'm gonna fucking need them. And then I proceeded to get my ass kicked for 3 more times. Realizing that this arena wasn't good enough for the Wacky Eater World, I made a tunnel to the surface to run away from the poison. Was this good enough to defeat him? Fuck no, he still kicked my ass 3 more times. I then decided to make a minecart loop arena for him at the surface. So I then crafted a minecart track with some twists and turns to help me dodge him. Except for the fact that I was delusional enough for thinking that this will work on him. Or was I, since one of the runs got him down to a quarter of HP left, making me think that I was onto something. So then I decided to try a straight minecart loop on his ass. But the problem with that is that the minecart track was way too high for him to get to. And while this means I'm less likely to get hit, it also means that he's less likely to get hit, turning this into a boring endurance boss fight. So I'll scrap that idea in favor of dying to him 6 more times, but I still feel like I was onto something with the minecart. To be more specific, the contact damage that the minecart dealt to the worm. So I'll try the minecart track that goes back and forward in a short distance, and it will work great if he can get his ass up here. So I moved it closer to the ground and tried again. And this worked. Kind of. The thing is that I had the potential to deal a lot of damage with Firethorn and the minecart blender, but he also had the same potential to deal a lot of damage to me with his poison and the shitty debuffs, so the fight just turned into another endurance run, but this one's more fun than the other. So I came up with a new plan. First, I built a spawn point above the arena with a nurse waiting for me. Then I had a minecart track that dropped me down, and at the bottom would be a minecart blender waiting for me. So the plan would be to use the blender on him, then TP to the nurse when low on HP, and quickly drop down to continue to fight. So does this plan even work at all? No, 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 no! God damn it, what the fuck am I supposed to do against him? Is there anything I can even do against him? I mean, I'm fucking abusing the nurse cheese, and he still won't fucking die. What the hell am I supposed to do against him? He's dead, isn't he? Fuck yeah! With how painful that Eater of Worlds boss fight was, all the future bosses are gonna suck ass. Unless I do something about it. Now, I could lower down the poison damage to a reasonable amount, but I have a better idea. I'm just gonna need a lot of a single item from the jungle, so it's time I build a mom farm. So I grabbed 2 city busters from Fargo's meter mod and headed towards the underground jungle. Once I found a good spot, I detonate both of the city busters. I then start filling up the holes in the walls to make a perfect rectangle. But while I was doing that, a friendly hornet dropped a bezoar on its way to hell, which is the one item I needed from this farm, making this entire farm useless. Not really, I still need a lot more. But with the bazaar I just got, I fused some blue mushrooms into it to make a blue bazaar. And then I could throw this witch.com bazaar into a shimmer to get an item that can counter the poison aura. You see, with the shimmer, I can either nerf the poison aura or nerf the poison damage. Feeling that the poison damage was worse than the radius, I consumed the Wish.com Bezoar to half the amount of damage that the poison can do. However, since I half the damage, I'm locked out of the other upgrade until later in the progression. You can see why I need this farm now. And yes, I could have done this earlier to make the Eater of Worlds fight easier for me, but I was way too goddamn stubborn to try to defeat him with a blender strat. Anyway, I also stumbled across the meteorite and switched my armor to the space armor. I also temporarily head towards hell to steal some lava and a hell forge. With the lava, I can burn any inmates who try to escape the farm. I then built the area where the inmates would be forced to spawn at. And I built a pyramid where they had no choice but to burn themselves into the lava for the war crimes. What? Why are you looking at me like that? I'm not jumping into the lava pit. My war crimes were completely justified, alright? And if you goddamn disagree, then I'll force you into the lava pit where you can't complain about it. Anyway, after an hour of tweaking the farm, it's time to run it for the items. And shit. The one enemy that can drop the Bezoar, the Hornets, won't fly into the lava pit, making this farm completely pointless. Fuck it, give me cheat sheet to cheat the Bezoar in. And before you complain, I tried doing this shit legit, but the game hates my goddamn guts. You already saw I pulled the same bullcrap earlier with the goblins. I don't want to hear about it, alright? So, in between the last clip and this one, I may or may not have accidentally forgot to click the big start recording button in OBS, which means I made quite a bit of progress off camera. So, here's what happened. I kissed Skeletron to ask, enter the new and improved dungeon, free the mechanic, looted the Aqua Scepter, water boat, and cobalt shield, located the new and cooler version of the Beehive, sprayed Queen Bee with piss from the Aqua Scepter, got pylons set up across the road, went golfing for a golf cart, and set up a loadout for the golf cart against the wall flesh. Now that you're all caught up, it's about time to escape pre-hard mode. Huh, I guess those egotistical fuckers are jealous that they didn't get any screen time, so now I gotta fight them while also fighting the wall of flesh. This will be very interesting. Now, the good thing is since the wall of flesh only despawns when I leave in hell, I can run away for a minute and focus on these two. So this shouldn't be too bad. Okay, this is gonna take a while, so I'm just gonna set my spawn point down here. So I try to fight them again, but fail. So I attempted to fight them again, but failed. So I tried once more to fight them, but failed. So I took another shot at fighting them, but failed. I think I'm starting to notice a pattern for this fight. But what can I do about it? I can use the Demonite Bezoar to decrease the aura. And as soon as I did that, I was able to take down Queen Bee. But that pissed off Skeletron so much that he sniped me with his Dungeon Guardian form. Maybe that was what I was missing to defeat them. Fuck no, the trio was just showing me I just got lucky as they proceeded to kick my ass 5 more times. And I was slowly going insane as I thought the only good way to defeat the trio was to fight multiple Queen Bees at the same time. But what I noticed from that attempt is that Queen Bee was my biggest threat. Not only she has a dash attack that synergizes well with the poison aura, but she's gonna dash a lot more often at lower HP. So back I go, failing over and over and over and over and over with no end in sight. Until finally, I was able to get a run where Queen Bee and Skeletron hands were down. But the thing is, I completely forgot that Skeletron has a mental disorder. You know, the one where her brain goes so fast that you skip over the phase where he shoots skulls at me, turning him into a piece of cake. With the egotistical fuckers down, I can finally turn my attention back to the wall of flesh. You know, the whole reason why I'm down in hell. Okay, what the fuck was that? How the fuck did a laser that dealt 39 damage to me take away 354 HP? More importantly, is the wall stupid? How is me driving towards him at 41 miles per hour is me trying to escape? But losing that close to victory caused me to lose my flow and go back to a death streak. But it didn't last that long, it's like I'm back to where I was after killing the ego duos. And with no instant death laser in sight, I rushed back towards the wall of flesh. And the wall of flesh was easy to deal with, until I got him to half HP, which caused the cooldown of his laser barrage to be had. So with every percentage of HP taken off of him, it caused his movement and his laser barrage to become faster. But I managed to endure long enough for him to die, finishing the final one in the pre-hard mode trio. Now if that fight didn't make you want to like and subscribe, then and trust me, you don't want that. So the very first thing I do in hard mode is to shimmer my summoner emblem to the sorcerer emblem. And then I went to the underground corruption to smash some demon altars, just like how I smashed your mother last night. Whoa! I'm gonna die as a lonely virgin, aren't I? Anyway, I grabbed my molten pickaxe to mine some cobalt ores, where its only purpose in life to be used for the cobalt pickaxe. With the existential dread cobalt pickaxe in my hands, I use it to mine some ore ore, which is at least more useful than cobalt, but it's only by one item, the pink anvil. With the pink anvil and pickaxe crafted, I can now start mining the very useful ore, adamantite, so I grabbed my shopping list of items and began mining the ores. And after a while of some death, I got enough ores to make a magical adamantite armor set. And after being underground for so long, I decided to step outside to find out my desert got overtaken by the hollow, and the new corruption biome went inside of the only existing corruption biome in this world. So perfect. I also went to the glowing mushroom surface biome that I set up right next to the dungeon in pre-hard mode and bought the pylon for the living fungus guy. Alright, that's enough grass touching for now. It's time to head back down to hunt down the chest with some teeth. Once I found that sneaky bastard, I filled that fucker's mouth with my piss, which gave me the philosopher's stone and allowed me to buy mimic summons from the demon. So I bought some to fill the mouths with lava while I watched with popcorn in my hand. Using the loot that they vomited, I crafted a magna flower, a star cloak, and a charms of mist. Now then, since wyverns are annoying bastards that like to join in during a boss fight to cause chaos, I decided to rip their goddamn souls out of their body to make them fear me, so that way they'll never interfere with another boss fight again. Oh, and I guess I can also use the souls to combine with ice feathers for some wings, but who cares about that? I also remember that I could use Shimmer to turn my space armor into the meteor staff, which I then used to go to a random spot in the underground hollow and farm for souls of light with the battle cry activated. And after a few deaths, I got all the souls of light that I needed. I then head to my Eater World's arena to repeat the same action. But this time, I lived from the previous attempt and I managed to do it with absolutely no deaths at all. Now since I have a naturally generated hollow desert, I decided to get the Sky Factor. So I went to the hollow desert, activated the battle cry, built a platform for me to rest out, and rain down boulders on the enemy. And with the magic missile I got from the dungeon earlier, now I can craft my main weapon of choice. I also crafted the cursed skulls to use on my support weapons via the debuffs. Now then, the last thing I need to craft is the axe shield. Now normally I don't craft this because I don't find it that useful to take up an accessory slot. However, since the bosses can now inflict any debuffs, I can fight back against some of the debuffs with the axe shield. So earlier when I was fighting for the souls of night, a trouble warren spawned nearby me, so I kidnapped him before I got killed for it. But as I kidnapped the truffle worm, I could hear them whispering to me that I should use him as bait in the ocean. Now I know it's a horrible idea to fight Duke Fishron pre-mex, but they promised me a half-eaten hot dog if I do it. I mean, come on, how can I not take them up on that amazing offer? So I quickly set up an ocean arena and gave him a shot. Oh shit, I got him to 58% on my first try. I can totally do this. He does not in fact got this. In fact, he wasted 3 hours of his meaningless life on this stupid fight. Cue the death montage. The problem with Duke Fishron is that he hits like a truck, he's all of my ass with his stinking poison aura, and he dashes more often every time I hit him, throwing me off track for the timing of his dashes. Plus, Lady Luck hates my guts and will sometimes make Duke spew out a nasty debuff that will kill me. But after dying enough times to create a graveyard, I got his ass to 50%, but he just taunted me instead as he didn't transform while laughing at my dead body. So fuck it, I'm just kidnapping the nurse and forcing her to live in a small hole which she can't escape from me. And with the nurse abuse, I was finally able to get a taste of phase 2, so now he dashed further and more often, meaning now it's even more harder for me to dodge his attack, as being close to him will allow him to zigzag his way to my death. So I set teleporters on all 4 corners of the arena with the wires attached to the diagonal ones, and I was able to stay 6 feet away from his coughing ass. Oh, but don't you worry, I'm not cheating Duke Fishron with the teleports by teleporting back and forward. I still have some dignity left in me. Although not having any dignity will not get me killed and save me 2 fucking hours of my goddamn life. Since I have too big an ego to use the teleporters, I need to change the plan. I bought a few gravitational potions. Since my best bet to deal with phase 2 is stay the hell away from him, I use the speed of the grav potion to barely keep my distance away from him. And by the time he gets close to me, I can use the slime saddle to fly down extremely fast. So, does this work at all? Fuck no! Well, kind of. Now the new problem is me teleporting at the very top of the world, which causes Duke Fishron to despawn. So just stop teleporting away, you moron. If only it was that easy. My monkey brain is too busy touching the shiny mirror to not think ahead. Plus, even if I can think ahead, then I wouldn't be doing this fight in the first place. Anyway, back to my favorite thing ever, dying over and over and over and over and over while I contemplate my life choices that brought me here in the first place. I mean, why the fuck am I still fighting him? Just go fight the mechs and fight Duke later. You're not skilled enough to defeat him. You're such a dumbass for using these mods. Just cheat like you always fucking do, you little bitch. Oh shit, is that the dirt face? And he kicked my ass. Great, how the fuck can I deal with that face? He fucking dashed faster than I can dash. And unlike the previous phases, he can tumble right behind me at any time, making the other two methods completely pointless here. And I knew it. It was just a fluke that I managed to get to phase 3. Now I can't even get back to phase 3 as he ripped my body into 1,000 fucking pieces. But after around 45 minutes, I got back to phase 3. But this time, I'm not wasting this stupid moment. So I go to the teleporter to tell her back and forward, back and forward, back and forward to stay the hell away from him. Look, I'm not letting that fucker get close to me. This is the only way I can think of dealing with him. I don't want to waste another fucking hour of my life just to die trying to figure out how to deal with phase 3. And after 30 minutes of fighting it, which is 5 more than the Eater of Worlds, what is my stupid prize? A fucking Fishron! Oh my god, fuck this shit! I'm fucking cheating in the Razor Blade Typhoon! And before you say anything about this, how about I send you shitty ass complaints to this Fishron or being a big ass bitch that doesn't know how to listen to others for what they want. Plus, I don't want to have gray hair at the age of 25 over a stupid pixelated fish just so I get a stupid item and a stupid mod just so I can listen to some stupid snob elite's opinions on how to play this game. With the late hard mode weapon, I can easily shred through the mechs. In fact, I can deal with all 3 of them at the same time with no problems at all. Huh, I died. Surely I won't die again. That was a fluke. Okay, look, I just got distracted by the pretty lights, alright? I only died to that one because my wired keyboard got disconnected. Look, I meant to die there, alright? That death was all part of my master plan. Okay, fuck this. Editor Fractal, get your ass over here. What do you want? Why the hell are you showing them all my deaths? Cause you keep dying? Then don't show them the deaths. Only show them the moments that I win. Alright? Yeah, sure. I can totally do that if I actually have the footage of you winning. What do you mean you don't have it? The only victory footage I have is you soloing the bosses. You were never able to defeat the Mecha trios. Then use your fucking editing skills to make it look like I defeated the Mecha trio, alright? As if I'm gonna do that much work. And why the fuck are you still showing the death montage? Stop that shit. Stop showing them any of this shit. They shouldn't be seeing this at all. So after someone fucked up my reputation with the mechs fights, I used the guts to craft the hollow armor and the Drax. I then head towards the jungle to start mining some Chlorophyte. But as I'm mining it, a thought appeared in my head. You always mine Chlorophyte for the future armor, but you never use it for the Chlorophyte armor itself. And with the Shimmer existing, you no longer have an excuse that's more work than it's worth. So stop being a bitch boy that relies on dodge and switch out your armor. Plus, it does more damage than that other lame armor. As annoying as my brain could be sometimes, he does have a point. So I crafted the Chlorophyte armor. I also crafted the summon for the Plantera boss, because I already have a big open space in the jungle. So why the hell should I create a brand new arena for the lazy entitled bitch and drag her ass over there, when I could just force her to be in my arena? Now I could renovate the failed jungle farm into the arena, but I don't need to. I can easily handle this with the Razor Blade Typhoon. It's just one boss compared to the 3 previous ones. I got this. Alright, fine. I'll fucking swallow my pride and clear out the jungle farm. I guess I do need the entire arena since I suck ass. Not literally. Get your head out of the goddamn gutter. And with the bigger space, I was able to stay far away from her while blasting her with the typhoons. And since she's a slow moving turret in phase 1, it was no big deal at all. However, phase 2 is going to become a very big threat to me. Nah, I'm just kidding. Phase 2 was the same story, but this time, she was able to get closer to me. But she didn't have enough time to attack me before dying. So after fixing the dungeon pylon, because some dumbass forgot to contain the corruption, I head down to the dungeon with a shopping list prepared. But something strange happened while I was in the dungeon. I was just sitting there, reading my book, when all of a sudden, all the new skeletons around me just die. So weird. And while that happened, I stumbled across where remnants placed a dungeon, jungle, and ice biome chest. Anyway, since I got quite a bit of stuff that I want from the dungeon, I activated the battle cry to start the skeleton party to lure lots of them into the depths for more loot. And after dying less times than I expected, I was able to craft the Master Ninja gear, a full set of Spectre armor, with the other helmet to swap between them during combat. So with the new gear, I headed towards the jungle temple. But this time, I don't have to worry about the game stabbing me to prevent spoilers thanks to this brand new gear. That, and the fact that I can see and cut the wires, which I'm pretty sure is a bug in Remit, and definitely not my Alzheimer brains forgetting that I already fought Golem earlier. But it's probably been fixed since the footage is at least 3 months old by the time you're seeing this. God, he's such a slow ass editor. How do you expect me to work when you keep unplugging my computer? Shut the fuck up! Now then, I do like this version of the tempo. It functions the same as the vanilla version, but it looks cooler. Plus, I like how on the outside it looks big, but on the inside it feels small. Just like my dick. That also includes the Golem arena. It's nice to have a big open space for him instead of being cramped in a small arena because the world gen said fuck you. Now then, since it's Golem, it's time for me to easily kick his ass. Fuck, I died to his ass. Wait, no I didn't. That editing fucker's showing the wrong footage. Show the right footage, you dipshit. Don't show them another failure of mine. You got the wrong mod of mine enabled. That's not even the right mod pack for this video. Are you even looking at the footage I sent you? That's not even the right fucking game. Okay, now you're just taking a piss off of me. Finally, for fuck's sake, that shouldn't be so difficult to show. This is what you get for making fun of my editing speed. Blah, 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 blah. No one gives a fuck about your goddamn feelings. Now my next target to hunt down is a pretty pink fairy. But before I can do that, I need to capture a lacewing to sacrifice to the satanic ritual for summoning in the Empress of Light. I also got to set up an arena for her, so let me just quickly place down an insta bridge across the world. Oh right, the fucking Sky Islands. Great, now I gotta clean them up before fighting the 2 flying bosses left. And the game crashed while I was in the middle of cleaning them out. I feel like this is the Redmond bot telling me to not clear out the Sky Islands. Too bad I'm too deaf to hear it, I just continue to mine them out. Although I am a lazy motherfucker and I only did the area above my base. And then, I log out of the game for the day. And when I returned the next day, I did something off camera. I punched Mithrix in the face again. Look, I can't help myself. Every time I see that bald face, I just can't help myself to not punch it. I just gotta. But what that means is that since I have 4 Eclipse Winds for loader, I gotta add in a new mod. And since I'm too lazy to make a new one, I'm gonna spin a wheel to see what mod I should pick from the scrap extremely annoying Dorium series. Ah, great. The console sniping mod is back. It's a mod where an insta-kill sniper relico will track me down for a short time every few minutes, unless a boss is alive, then the sniper will be faster. Now I gotta deal with an RGB fairy and the end at the same time. This will be fucking great, ugh. For fuck's sake, I didn't get her wings from that. You know what? Fuck it. I'm too lazy to fight her again, so I'm just gonna cheat in the wings. So, I fucked up again, which is why you're seeing a black screen right now. So what happened was that I just finished editing the Lunatic fight and the Pillars invasion, and I thought to myself, I should back up the project in case something horrible happens to it. So I attempted to copy the project photo into the backup server, but then the backup server yelled at me and told me that I need to free up some space. Well then, let me just delete the old backup and upload the new one. Did I just fucking delete the source file? Oh my god, you dumb illiterate monkey. Wait a minute, I still have the backup, which is how you're able to still watch this video, right? Like I didn't fuck up again and deleted both of them at the same time. But anyway, since the work that I did towards editing the Lunatic Coasters and the Pillars are not gone. Now I could try to re-edit them, but I don't feel like doing all that work again. So let me just quickly summarize what happened instead. So the problem with the Lunatic fight is that he keeps flying towards space because the boss attack faster with less HP mod. So I try using the Shrimpy Truffle to stay as horizontal as possible, but I can't do that when he just flies through the goddamn blocks. So I tried forcing him to stay close to me by fixing the goddamn mod. But while I was doing that, I made him find a bug where he's fucking invincible at half health. And I got so pissed off of that I removed him from the mod to fix the bug. And then I was able to easily kick his ass, which caused the pillars to invade. And I dealt with the pillars with the only way I know how, by setting the spawn rate to 10x and dying over and over until they're dead. And I used the fragments to craft the Neverland Blaze as my weapon of choice against a certain fucker. And there, now you're all caught up. It's time to go back to your regularly scheduled program. Alright, this is all what my pain was building up for. The final fight against the moon. And this is the boxing fight that everyone's been waiting for the entire lives. Wait, what? I'm not boxing the moon, but some lord from the moon? And we're not boxing at all, even though he has his hands up? Lame. You know how much money I would have made if I boxed the moon on a pay-per-view event? Especially if I paid the moon to tap out early? Alright, fine. I'll fucking fight this bum now. Jeez, you won't even let me live in my fantasy in peace. Hell yeah! I easily kick his ass at my first attempt. And since I can't charge this fight with a pay-per-view, then the next best thing is to charge you for a like and subscribe. So come on, pay up. This is a robbery. And while you do that, I'm going to spend the next 8 months getting milk. So other than that, see ya.